On the song Juiceker, I really wanted to sort of create a soundscape that would capture the essence of the word Juiceker, which is a conversation in your head, like a theoretical conversation. So while we were in the studio, I set up a mic just discreetly in the corner of the living room of the studio and left it recording while everyone was sort of bustling about in the house, and I left that recording for about half an hour, and I sat and went through and cut out interesting pieces of conversation that people were having in the room together, and then when I sort of put loads of effects on it, loads of delay and reverb, and kind of made it this huge washy soundscape that literally sounds like a conversation in your head. That's kind of meant to capture what the song is about.
We are Koyo and we're on the road right now, and you are going to be watching our antics for the next few weeks.
Yeah, we've been rocking around for the last 2 weeks or so you're gonna know all about it. Chin,
Stay tuned.
Yeah, pal.
Danke.
Okay.
Go. Cheers, man.
See you there, mate. Yeah, last few days have been cool. We did Corby 2 nights ago, which is kind of where Jacob and Hugh are from. We played at the Ex-Serviceman social club with a band called Koyo. And yeah, it was cool. There was like there was quite a few bands on the bill. It was cool because like we've been doing this whole tour with basically just us and the Finn, Japanese dream pop masters, and it's been sick playing them every night. But it was cool doing the gig at Corby because there was more bands and stuff. But, yeah, it was cool, man. We sold a bunch of merch and it went down really well. There was like quite a few numbers there. There was like 300 or so people there, which was really cool. And it went down. It just went down really sick. Just, we played super tight. There was loads of room on the stage, just in the zone. It was cool, and there was a fuckload of fog as well. Like so much smoke on stage. Just like, yeah, exactly. You asked for that. Simon was like, I think we got one song into set, and he was like, "You need so much smoke for this to make this work." So we're like, "Yeah." So we just fucking smoked it out. I couldn't really see my pedals. I was like sort of fumbling around in the dark, like doing some crazy tap dancing, whatever. But it was cool.
Yes. Yes. We just took it to town, brother. We just took it to town.
And then yeah, we made our way down to
Brighton. We played there last night, which is Saturday night. It was really good fun. It was great. It's a funky little venue. Like downstairs under a bar. The ceilings were about sort of, I don't know, this high. I'm surprised Seb didn't bang his head a lot more than what he did bang his head quite a lot. The sound was great in there actually. It was probably, during sound check, it was probably the best sort of sound we've had all tour actually. It was really, really good.
You're better off asking Hugh this question, because he's good at answering it. I'm terrible at answering this question.
What question is it?
How did the band's name, where did the band's name come from?
You came up with it, Jay.
I did, yeah.
No, that's your responsibility.
It's your question, bro. This is designed for you.
It's just not a question I can answer in the state I'm in right now. Come back to me on that one. I was sort of sat at home. Me and Hugh had started this new musical project, and we were kind of trying to come up with names, which is always pretty difficult. It was kind of the autumn time, and I was looking outside the window, and I was googling what autumn, and I stumbled upon the Japanese meaning for the changing of the leaves in the autumn when they go brown, and Koyo, that is the Japanese phrase for the changing of the leaves, and I sent it to Hugh, and we both agreed it's kind of like it summed up the progression and the transformative nature of the music that we were making. Anyway, and then we sent it over to Hugh's brother, and he started working on a logo for it. Came up with the leaf logo, which obviously represents the leaves, but also it sort of looks like a clock face, and the actual text logo looks like clock hands, and that kind of represents the passing of time and how we'd progressed really in terms of our musical style, and yeah, Koyo, it flows really well. It rolls off the tongue.
Nice.
That was the beginning.
What do you think of the band name Koyo, Dan?
That's alright.
Pretty average.
What does it mean to you?
Well, it means falling leaves.
Falling leaves.
It means good times and good music.
Do you want to chin a pint? We're with BBC, by the way.
Okay, I can tell you were filming something. Are you actually with the BBC?
No, we're doing like a band. We're playing tonight basically, so we're making like a little tour documentary thing. So just getting some lifestyle shit.
The thing is with Paul is that I'm a bit of a fucking expert. I used to live somewhere we had a pool table. I used to pay about like 20 games a day probably. I love pool.
It's kind of like a song where I wanted to try and say a lot with a little. I didn't want to write too many lyrics. I had more lyrics for it and scrapped them and just wanted to keep it to just one line or two lines and just kind of make it sound like there's a lot of meaning and gravity behind that one line. Don't want to say too much about exactly what that means, but it's kind of to do with just based around like people that come into your life maybe for a split second or a few weeks or maybe a month, and then disappear. And maybe that person had an influence on you or made a difference to your life, and then they're gone again, like into the back into the wide world, and just that feeling it can leave you in, that you sort of just like you just woke up from a dream or something, you know, like you kind of like that sense of just falling back to reality, like you're just falling out of a tree or something and just hit the ground. Strange bird in the sky watching it float on by, drifting through the night. It's like just watching that beautiful thing come and go. Chilled tonight, which is, you know, we've had some busy gigs where we've been like jumping around and like, you know, fucking giving it some, and I think now we've found that balance where if it's a chill and like capturing the energy of the room.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, no, you guys had a really good time actually. Yeah. You were a bit quieter out front.
Yeah.
But I felt like that was actually almost quite nice in some ways.
It was chill. It was kind of a chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like more of like a listening session rather than like a full-on intense like the fin.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Is that Koyo dance?
You dance like that.
Yeah, I know. I got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, welcome.
Good night.
Have a good night.
In a bit. See you in Manchester.
Yeah. Dead.
We see a deadly sin in every street corner.
No, it is true. The fun thing is, all this work, doing for nothing.
Mm-hmm.